Hello guys, so today I'm going to show you how to change a headlight ballast on a 2016 model AMG Mercedes. It's quite easy to do, it's just a few bolts. Starting off in your wheel arch, you've got two plastic clips you got to pop out, one here, one down here, then two 8mm bolts in the bottom underneath the bumper. I'll quickly show you the plastic clips. They're really easy to break, and the common mistake is people try to remove the whole clip in one go. You actually want to just get the small little piece in the middle there and pop that out. I'll show you how it works. So it goes down like that, and you're literally popping out the centerpiece, which will look like that when you pop it out. If you do break them, you can buy them from Super Cheap Auto or any car place. They're really cheap, so don't be afraid if you do break them. The next thing is you got 5 bolts running through the top of your bumper. They're a T20 bolt, one there, there, there. There you have 2 bolts, one on this side hidden underneath this plastic cover. Don't do the mistake by taking the whole plastic cover off, it's not required. So each side, it's just a little plastic clip that holds it on right there, which you just clip in and lift, and then the front just pops out like so. And then once you get that out, underneath you got a bolt underneath there too, either side. You will need to turn your wheels so you can give yourself access to get in there. Depending on which headlight you're changing, I'm doing my driver's side, so I'm only popping out half of the bumper. So I'm not going to remove the whole bumper, it's not required, otherwise you're just creating more work for yourself. Once you do your top bolts, you got the bottom bolts. So underneath there, 8mm bolts underneath the bottom of the bumper to remove also. And then your top bolts. You do have 2 more bolts in the wheel arch once you pop this off. They're a 10mm. They both run this way, screwed up that way. So you just remove that side, the bolts underneath, the bolts on top, the one that's hidden. Do not take off of this side. Leave it attached to save yourself time. Pull the bumper out, lean it on a block, so then you can remove your headlight. Your headlight's held in with 3 T20 screws as well. One on the top, one that's actually hidden underneath the bumper bar, which you might, you can't see it, but it's in here. And there is one more bolt underneath the headlight. Once you pull that out, disconnect your power source, which is at the back here. Use a flathead screwdriver just on the top to pop the clip. Be careful and just remove it. I'll come back once I've removed this and show you guys what it looks like. Alright guys, so I've just unscrewed the bumper. It took me maybe 10 minutes max to do. So yeah, all the top bolts removed out of the top. That was the hidden bolt underneath there. All the rest have been taken out. Like I said, don't waste your time taking out this side here, just the hidden bolt. Leave the bumper screwed in. There's no need to take it out, otherwise you're just wasting time. Put a cover here just to protect the light so it doesn't get scratched. And like I said, just chuck a couple pieces of wood or a block underneath just to hold your bumper so it's not stretching and gonna crack your bumper on you. I'm up to the point now where I'm just unscrewing the light, so I've got complete access into the light housing now. So you got one bolt on top here, this bolt I've already taken out, which was the one that was hidden underneath the bumper bar. And then there was a bolt which is underneath the headlight, which I'll show you because it's a bit tricky to see. He's just hidden up in here, under here, right there. One bolt, take out. Once you get that one out, leave the top bolt to hold it in place. Take this one out at the end. Also, when I was getting into my wheel arch, I did strap this back just to give me enough access to get those two bolts in the top. Use a universal socket adapter as well, just to get the angle on this first bolt. The back bolt's not bad, but the first one is an asshole to get to. So maybe just strap back your guard to give yourself enough room so you're not fighting it. That's the easiest way I found it. I'll come back in a minute when I've pulled the light out. Alright guys, so I've got the headlight fully taken out now. As you can see, once you get it out, you've got heaps of room. An arsehole of a thing to do is getting this power supply out the back of the headlight. I found the easiest way is to get a flathead screwdriver, stick it into that little gap there, pop the clip up. Once you've popped it up, you got to squeeze that clip. Don't be scared, you won't break it. Firmly press it and pull it, and it should slide out quite easy. Don't wriggle it, just slide it straight off and it'll come straight out for you. Once you've gotten that out, you got to kind of wriggle it through the corner of the car here. You've got plenty of room to play with. I didn't even disconnect any of these power cords in the front of the bumper as well. I just left them all attached. My headlight actually has a headlight washer as well, which was connected just by a little plastic pin right there, which I needed to get a flathead screwdriver and to push it down and then slide it forwards and pop it out. Now it's completely taken out. This is what your headlight looks like. Alright. The part that I'm replacing is underneath. You got a side ballast and you got one underneath. The one underneath is for the low bulb. One's a bit dirty. It's definitely that piece that's gone on me. I bought a replacement piece from online. It cost me 130 bucks from Dicksmiths. It's cheap as. Mercedes actually quoted me $1,300 for that one piece there. I got it for $130 myself. Came in about 3-4 days. So it's as simple as taking off these few bolts, 3 bolts, and then replacing it with that one there. As you can see, this one's, by the looks of it, it's been replaced before. So this will probably be maybe the second one that's been put into it. This one's a genuine Mercedes one. This one's just aftermarket. It's no different, they all do exactly the same thing. But Mercedes like to charge you an arm and a leg to do it. To get this completely fixed through Mercedes, it was actually going to cost me $3,000. I politely told them to get fucked and decided to do it myself for little money. I'll replace this one, I'll whack it in and I'll have a look and I'll show you at the end. Once you've undone your bolts, it's simple, just pull it off. It's a simple plug and play. As you can see, mine's looks a bit shagged in there. A brand new one should look like this. And it's simple, you just attach it on there like that. Make sure your gasket's nice and tight and pop your screws back in and put them back in the car. Alright guys, so I'm in the home stretch now. I've just put the headlight back in. Just pretty much gonna check if the power supply works to the headlight. Fingers crossed that my headlight is what I replaced. I was purely just guessing that that's what it was. So this is going to be the moment of truth when I put the headlights on and see if it works. Headlights are on. Oh, thank God for that. So as you can see, my headlights are fully operational now. I purely just did a bit of a elimination process, so that's why I decided to replace the ballast. I have seen a lot of CLA-45s, AMGs with this similar issue. Generally it's from moisture getting into the headlight, or maybe you through a puddle and it splashes up underneath the car and it hits that ballast, water gets in through the seal and then it just blows it straight away. So that's pretty much what happened with mine. So like I said to you guys, don't waste your money taking it to Mercedes or another dealer. You may as well do the work yourself. I mean, totally, I've spent maybe say an hour fixing the car today, and I've been taking my time too. You could smash this out in 30 minutes tops. Yeah, hope this video helped you guys out. Like and subscribe.